There is differentiation between universal quantifier and existential quantifier. The expression for all x p belongs x denotes universal quantification of atomic formula p of x. Translated into the English language, the expression is understood as for all x px holds, for each x ph holds, or for every x ph holds. The inverted A is called as universal quantifier, and inverted x means all objects x in the universe. If it is followed by p of x, then the meaning is that p of x is true for every object x in the universe. For example, R cos have wheels could be transformed into proportional logic form, that is for all x p of x, where p of x is the predicate denoting x has wheels, and universe of discourse is only populated by cars. The universal quantifier where in the universal quantifier where all elements in the universe of discourse can be listed, then the universal quantification for all x p of x is equivalent to conjunction p of x1, conjunction p of x2, conjunction p of x3, conjunction etc., conjunction p of xn. For the above example, a inverted A for all x belongs to p of x, if we know that where only 4 cos in universe of discourse c1, c2, c3 and c4, then we could translate the statement p of c1 conjunction p of c2 conjunction p of c3 conjunction p of p4. These are the explanation of universal quantification. The next one is existential quantification. The expression there exists denotes existential quantification of p of x. Translated into English language, the expression could also be understood as there exists an x such that p of x, or there is at least one x such that p of x. And the inverted is called as existential quantifier, and existential quantifier e of x means at least one object x in the universe. If this followed by p of x, then the meaning is that p of x is true at least one of the object x of the universe. For example, someone loves you could be transformed into proportional form. P of x is a predicate meaning x loves you. The universal of discourse contains, but it is not limited to all living creatures. Existential quantifier and connective are if all elements in the universe of discourse can be listed in the existential quantification, e of x is equivalent to the distinction p of x1 and distinction p of x2, distinction p of x3, distinction etc. to p of xn. For example, if we knew that there were only 5 living creatures in our universe of discourse, it may be me, he, she, rex or flex. It could be given as a statement as p me, distinction p of he, distinction p of she, distinction p of rex, distinction p of fluff. An appearance of variable in a well-formed formula is said to be bound if either has a specific value assigned to it or it is quantified. If appearance of variable is not bound, then it is called a free variable. The extent of application affect a quantifier called scope of smallest well-formed formula of the quantification. Here, another example, e of p x y, the variable x is bound while y is free. Whereas for all, there exists y, p of xy, conjunction q of xy, then x and y in p of xy are bound while y in q of xy is free, because the scope of that at least y in is p of x. The scope of for all x is there exists y, P of xy disjunction Q of xy. These are the examples for universal and existential quantification.